Welcome to Cretaceous Mongolia. I'm Nigel Marven, and I'll be taking you on a tour around the ecosystems of the late Cretaceous, Nemegt, Buran, Goyot, and Judokata formations. The surrounding landscape is what Mongolia looked like just over 70 million years ago. The deserts appear fairly similar to present-day Mongolia, but there are also lush jungles and swamplands to explore. And of course, all around you'll be able to find prehistoric life, including dinosaurs. Use the camera to take photos and add species to your log. The electronic field guide can be used to view your discoveries. Use the compass to find your way back to base. This map is sure to come in handy while exploring the surrounding landscape. Unlock vehicles and equipment to aid exploration by discovering more creatures and completing challenges. Time Traveller. Discover a creature to earn the Adventurer achievement in order to equip yourself with some binoculars to aid exploration. Discover 50 creatures to earn the Dinosaur Safari achievement and unlock the spotting scope. Start travelling around to earn the Off-Road achievement in order to unlock some vehicles. Take a water sample with the Petri dish to earn the Marine Biologist achievement. This will allow you to unlock the Rubber Dinghy. Discover a pterosaur in order to earn the Air Support achievement, unlocking methods to soar in the skies with them. If a calculated risk goes wrong, manage to escape in order to unlock the Too Close for Comfort achievement. The rewards will keep you safe most of the time. Discover 3 herbivorous dinosaurs to earn the Botanist achievement in order to equip yourself with tools which will help you inspect different plants. Can you discover everything in your field guide and become a time-travelling zoologist? Always remember to pack snacks when exploring. Brilliant! You've unlocked the Off-Road achievement. Head back to base camp to collect your reward. This is Elmisaurus, a type of oviraptorosaur. Named egg thieves, the oviraptors were once thought to be notorious nest raiders due to their fossils being found around eggs. Whilst the occasional snack on unguarded eggs was still likely, it was discovered that the fossilised eggs lying around oviraptors were in fact their own. It turns out that like birds, oviraptors, and likely other theropod dinosaurs, were very caring and protective parents. Well done! You've unlocked the Adventurer achievement. This is an unnamed Azhdarchid pterosaur from the Judokata formation. Along with crocodilians and dinosaurs, pterosaurs make up a group of reptiles known as the archosaurs. Their forelimbs bear an elongated finger which attaches to a sheet of skin, allowing them to glide with ease, as well as flap their wings for powered flight. Pterosaurs will continue to rule the skies up until the Cretaceous mass extinction, after which the birds will dominate the air. Superb! You've unlocked the Air Support achievement. This is Deltatheridium, a relatively large mammal for this time. It may even hunt the smaller dinosaurs. Before the age of dinosaurs, the synapsid ancestors of mammals ruled the terrestrial world. But during the Permian mass extinction, most proto-mammals died out. The few survivors evolved into the mammals we know today. Their blood was warm, they produced milk, and they gave birth to live young. However, at around the same time, the dinosaurs had just evolved and were rapidly diversifying. The mammals would be pushed into the shadows for well over 100 million years. Time traveller. This medium-sized mammal is Bougon Batar. Named after the Gobi Desert, this is Gobi venata, a troodontid. Troodontidae is a sister clade of the dromaeosaurs, and like the dromaeosaurs, the troodontids possess sickle claws which could have been used to pin down prey. It's also thought that troodontids were among the most intelligent of dinosaurs due to their large brain in comparison to their body size, allowing them to hunt in somewhat coordinated gangs. Their large circular eyes also suggest troodontids were capable of hunting just as well at night as they were in the day, making them a formidable predator that prey items would have to be wary of at all times. This is a troodontid named Sauronithoides. Flipping heck! Time traveller. Binoculars can help view dinosaurs from afar. Discover 50 creatures to earn the Dinosaur Safari achievement and unlock the spotting scope. Take a water sample with the Petri dish to earn the Marine Biologist achievement. This will allow you to unlock the rubber dinghy. Off-road vehicles can cover ground much quicker than I can walk. Ultralight and microlight aircraft could give us a bird's eye view of the landscape. If a calculated risk goes wrong, manage to escape in order to unlock the Too Close for Comfort achievement. The rewards will keep you safe most of the time. Discover 3 herbivorous dinosaurs to earn the Botanist achievement in order to equip yourself with tools which will help you inspect different plants. Can you discover everything in your field guide and become a time-travelling zoologist? The most famous ceratopsian around here, this is Protoceratops. Nicknamed the sheep of the Cretaceous, the name ceratopsian means horned face, and the family is made famous by the Triceratops of North America. Here at this time in Mongolia, the ceratopsians are much smaller than the Triceratops, which shall grow about as big as an elephant. But they are still equipped with varying degrees of frills and facial defences. This sauropod is Cetiosaurus, whose name means extraordinary lizard. Sauropods are known for their long necks, which would have given them the edge over other herbivorous dinosaurs, allowing them to reach the tops of trees where ground-feeding creatures just could not reach. The tree-feeding habit also allowed sauropods to mushroom into enormous sizes, which would have made a healthy adult sauropod relatively untouchable to most predators. Of course, one thing they could not survive, though, was the Cretaceous mass extinction. This is the famous so-called egg thief Oviraptor. An unnamed giant Asdarchid is known to have lived in the Nemegt Formation. This is a typical small ankylosaur, known as Penicosaurus. Ankylosaurus is well known for its armour and clubs, and the ankylosaur family is no different. Each is heavily armoured, some more than others. Some are equipped with weapons such as bony clubs on their tails and large spikes on their shoulders. For that reason, predators tend not to mess with them, unless pushed to do so out of hunger. And even then, tackling a defensive ankylosaur is a risky business. Well done, you've unlocked the botanist achievement. Head back to base camp to collect your reward. Gobiasuchus, whose name means desert crocodile, is the largest land croc in these parts. Try not to get too close to those snapping jaws. Along with the dinosaurs and pterosaurs, the crocodilians make up the group known as archosaurs. Of course, in today's time, crocodiles are a force to be reckoned with. And here in the Mesozoic, it's no different. Be very careful around the water's edge. You risk both attack from patrolling land crocs and ambush from below the water. If a calculated risk goes wrong, manage to escape in order to unlock the Too Close for Comfort achievement. The rewards will keep you safe most of the time. There are lots of plants to find in the surrounding area. Use the secateurs to take a sample without damaging the plant, or a petri dish for any that are too small. These tiny organisms are ostracods. They're crustaceans just like lobsters, crabs and shrimp, although not quite microscopic. I'm glad we have this magnified petri dish to take a close look at them. Hooray! You've unlocked the Marine Biologist achievement. Head back to base camp to collect your reward. In prehistoric times, horsetails were much more widespread than they are today. Cycads may look like tree ferns, but in fact they're not closely related. They're an ancient group of plants recognizable by the cone in the center of their leaves, which is used to reproduce. Discover 50 creatures to earn the Dinosaur Safari achievement and unlock the spotting scope. It's time to start exploring the waterways with this paddle boat. Use the boat kit to easily deflate the dinghy and pack it away. A lander is a flightless bird that has given up the ability to fly in exchange for a life on the ground. Birds split off from the other dinosaurs in the Jurassic period, 150 million years before the present day. Their earliest ancestors may have been weak flyers or even gliders. When the famous asteroid hit the Earth at the end of the Cretaceous, non-avian dinosaurs may have died out, but birds remained. It's fantastic to think that dinosaurs still live among us today. This tiny mammal is Chulson Batar. This small dromaeosaur is known as Kuru. Famous throughout pop culture thanks to Jurassic Park, the dromaeosaurs are a popular and feared group of dinosaurs. Their iconic claws would have likely been used to either latch on to larger prey or pin down smaller targets. It's thought by some that large dromaeosaurs, such as Velociraptor in the US, would have been able to take down a T-Rex if they'd been alive at the same time. This is Plesiohadros. You may have guessed it from the name, it's a hadrosaur. Hadrosaurs were one of the most successful dinosaur groups. Here in the Cretaceous, they dominate most regions of the world and have diversified into a range of shapes. Some sporting bizarre head crests, which would have been used for communication. Hadrosaurs would have been highly social animals, living in herds and most likely caring for one another, in their own dinosaur way, of course. This is Colsonosaurus, a genus of alvarezsaur. Alvarezsaurs are a small family of dinosaurs which would have eaten small creatures such as insects and frogs. The singular thick claw on each hand may have been used to aid breaking into ant and termite nests. It's also been suggested they may have evolved a long tongue, similar to anteaters, to aid with their raids on the nests of small insects. This smaller tyrannosaur is Bagoratan. The tyrannosaurs are perhaps the most famous theropod dinosaur family. With crushing bite forces and broad, relatively blunt teeth, the tyrannosaurs almost certainly killed their prey using immense pressure. You've almost certainly heard of the famous Tyrannosaurus Rex, which has been featured in almost every dinosaur book, movie and game. Among the largest of all theropods, it reigned terror across North America. Here in Mongolia, there are a range of different sized tyrannosaurs, but all would have been just as deadly from their target prey's point of view. This is Radicites, a genus of coniferous tree. Cycania is an ankylosaur equipped with a club at the tip of its tail. This is a tree fern. You'll be able to find lots in the jungles here, and even some out in the scrub. This is Raptor Rex, a genus of tyrannosaur some suggest may have been synonymous with the much larger Tarbosaurus. This is Therizinosaurus. Like most Cretaceous sauropods, it's a member of the Titanosaur group. Proclatinotia is a medium-sized lizard whose identity is not fully known. It might be a relative of monitor lizards. Around here you can find lots of reptiles, from relatives of the monitor lizard to the iconic iguana. Reptiles evolved in the Carboniferous period around 300 million years ago, after splitting from the synapsids, a lineage that gave rise to mammals. The squamata split from other reptiles during the Jurassic around 150 million years ago, leaving the Rhynchocephalia behind. That's the modern Tuatara's ancestors, and giving rise to the lizards, snakes, and amphisbaenians. This is Dinosaurus, the largest ceratopsian in these parts. This is a ginkgo. It's part of an ancient group of trees which evolved hundreds of millions of years ago. This is Tokisaurus, a troodontid. This bird is known as L. sornis. This is what we're here for, a Therizinosaurus. Adults can grow over 7 meters tall. That's much taller than a T-Rex. And those claws, that's how Therizinosaurus gets its name, which means scythe lizard. The claws would have likely been used to grasp and cram vegetation into its mouth, as well as a display item to ward off predators. Therizinosaurus would have tried to avoid confrontation if necessary. However, I'm sure as a last resort, a whack from one of those claws would not be very pleasant. Try not to get in its way.